probability using tree diagrams. Tree diagrams help us to find the probabilities in a more simple manner. Now let us see how it works. Suppose if you are tossing a coin twice, this is the first time you toss a coin, you get a head and a tail. Then the second time when we toss the coin, second time, for this also we get a head and a tail. Here also we get a head and a tail. That is, first time can be a head. Then the second time it can be a head or a tail. In the same way, if the first time is a tail, the second time can be a head or a tail. Now all the possibilities which we get, we write it as outcomes. These are the outcomes. That is, first time a head, second time also a head. First time a head, second time a tail. Then first time a tail, second time a head. Then tail and a tail. So when we start from this point, we start and we reach to this. So we go along the branch like this. So now, suppose if you are tossing a coin 3 times, that is, we proceed further. This, for the first time, we have a head and a tail. Now, for the second time as well, we have head and a tail. Now, here too we have head and tail. So this is for the second. Now we go in for the third. So again we extend the branch, head and a tail. Here too we extend it. It is head, tail. Here when we have, it's a head and a tail. Here too we have head and a tail. So this is for the third attempt. Now, when we write out our probabilities, we have to start from this H and reach to H first. Then we'll reach to T. Then we'll reach H, T. Like that we go on. Suppose if you are reaching this H, we go along the branch. So it will be H, H and a H. These are called as the outcomes. So now to reach here, we start from H, H and a T. So we are going along the branch. So it will be H, H and a T. Now we need to reach H. Let us see, this way we come to reach H. So it will be H, T and a H. Now to come here, it is in this direction. So H, T and a T. Now to come to this H, we will not go to H, but we have to start to T. Then only that T only will lead to this H. This H will not lead to here. So it will be T, H and a H. Then this one is T, H, T. Then similarly T, T, H. T, T, T. If we don't draw this T diagram, writing all these possibilities would have become a difficult job for us. So it is always better to draw a tree diagram and then write out the possibilities. And now the first question. A bag contains 5 red balls and 3 green balls. A ball is drawn at random and then replaced. Another ball is drawn. What is the probability that both the balls are green? We are given with 5 red balls and 3 green balls. So it gives us a total of 8 balls. Now it is given that a ball is drawn at random and replaced. And again the second ball is drawn. So from this we understand that we need to draw 2 branches for the tree diagram. So in order to draw, for the first time, we write that is the red and a green. Again, for the second time also, red and green. Here too it will be red and green. Here the numbers are given. So what will be the probability of getting a red? Will be 5 red are there, total is 8. So it will be 5 over 8. And a green is 3 over 8. We write the probabilities along the branches. Now, again, we are taking a red ball, again we are replacing it back. So there will not be any change in the green or the red balls. So again, for probability of red is 5 over 8 and the green is 3 over 8. So here again it's a 5 over 8 and it is a 3 over 8. And our question is, we have to find the probability of 2 green balls. So green balls, where do we have? The first one is also green, the second one. So only this branch. So when we go along the branch, this has to happen and this has to happen. When we go along the branch, we multiply it. So 3 over 8 multiplied by 3 over 8. So it will be 9 over 64. That's it. Now the second question. A bag contains 5 red balls and 3 green balls. A ball is selected at random and not replaced. A second ball is then selected. Find the probability of selecting A, 2 green balls, B, 1 red ball and 1 green ball. Here in this question also, we have red 5 and green is 3. So the total is 8. What is the only difference? The only difference between the first and the second question is here we are choosing first ball we choose, we replace it back. But here we are not replacing the ball back. That is the only difference. So now again a red and a green. Here too we write a red and a green. Here also red and a green. Now first attempt it will not change. So it will be 5 over 8. This will be 3 over 8. Now we have taken our red ball over here. So what we are not going to replace it. So automatically our red ball reduces by 1. So it will be a 4. And our total will be 4 plus 3 is 7. So what will be the probability of taking a red ball for the second time? It will be 4 over 7. Because our red has reduced, we are not replacing it. But the green, there will not be any change, 3. But the total is 7, 3 over 7. Now here we are taking a green ball. So our green reduces, red will not change. So green 3 are there, so 1 green is removed, so it will be 2 and the total is 7. But our red will remain 5 only, so 5 over 7. Don't get confused. That is, for this branch, we are taking a red ball. Don't think that here also the red will reduce. Here the red will not reduce. This is our first try. This is our second try. For the first try, in case if you take a red ball, green will remain the same. In the first attempt, if you are taking a green ball, red will not change in its number. Only the green will reduce. You have to be very careful. So now, probability of 2 green balls. That is, where do you have green? This and this branch. So it will be when you go along the branch, we multiplied 3 over 8 multiplied by 2 over 7. So when we simplify it, this is 4. So it is 3 over 20. Probability of 1 red and 1 green. So which branches do we have? 1 red. So this is a red and a green. So this one. Then green, red. So this one. These 2 branches we have to do. So how will we reach this? Like this and like this. So when we go along the branch, we multiply it. When we shift from one branch to another, we add it. So it will be 5 over 8 multiplied by 3 over 7 plus 3 over 8 multiplied by 5 over 7. See, this branch is 5 over 8 multiplied by 3 over 7. Now we are shifting the branch. So it is 3 over 8 multiplied by 5 over 7. When you simplify it, you will get your answer as 15 over 28. The third question. Ahmed is playing a computer game. The probability that he wins each time is 0.3. He plays 2 games. Find the probability that A. Ahmed wins both games. B. The computer wins both games. C. Ahmed and computer both win 1 game. Third question. Now we'll draw the tree diagram. That is, Ahmed is winning and the computer is winning the game. Here again, twice we are doing. Ahmed is winning and computer wins. Again, Ahmed is winning and the computer is winning. It is given that for probability of Ahmed winning is 0.3. Always you need to remember that these 2 branches will add up to 1 because the maximum, the certainty, for sure the 2 events will happen is 1. For sure the 2 events will happen will be equal to 1. So this branch and this branch will add to 1. So 1 minus 0.3 will give us 0.7. Here again it is 0.3. So this will be 0.7. This is 0.3. This is 0.7. The A part, probability, Ahmed wins both. Wins both the games. So he is winning both the games. So this is Ahmed winning. So this is the branch. So this branch. So it will be, you go along the branch, you multiply it. 0.3 into 0.3. So it will be 0.09. Then B part, probability, computer winning both. Computer winning both the games. This is computer winning. This is also computer winning. So again, along the branch, so you multiply it. Ahmed and computer win one game. Only one game Ahmed has to win. See here, Ahmed wins one game, computer wins one game. Here computer wins one game, here Ahmed wins one game. So these two branches. So it will be this one when you go, it is 0.3 into 0.7 plus this one is 0.7 into 0.3. When we simplify it, we get our answer as 0.4. The next one, a bag contains 3 black balls and 7 red balls. A ball is taken out and not replaced. This is repeated twice. What is the probability that all 3 are black, exactly 2 are black, exactly 1 is black, none are black? We have black 3, red is 7. And twice it's being repeated. You take a ball and you don't replace it. So twice it is there. So we have to draw 3 branches now. Black and red. Again, black, red. Here too it will be black, red, black, red. Now 3 are black and total are 10. So it will be 3 over 10. And this will be 7 over 10. Now for the second thing, we have removed one black ball. So our black ball will become 2 and the total will become 9. So our probability of a black ball is 2 over 9. But our red ball will remain the same. So it will be 7 over 9. Now again, we have removed another. So black and black. Twice we have removed. From 3 we have removed 2 black. So only one black ball will remain. So it will be 1 and 1 black ball and 7 red. So the total is 8. So this will be 7 over 8. Now, in this case, when we take 1 black is removed, 1 red is removed. So 1 black is removed, 1 red is removed. Black will become 2. And the total is 8. So red will be 6 over 8. Because red also has reduced, so it is 6 over 8. Now here red is removed. So there will not be any change in the black. But the total alone will reduce from 10, it will reduce to 9. Here also, it is the black is, 1 red is removed, 1 black is removed. So 1 black is removed, so automatically it will be 2 over 8. So when we fill in one branch, no need to go again and check, we can just subtract it. So it will be 1 red is removed, so automatically it will be 6 over 9. These two will add up to 1. Here it will become 6 over 8. Now when we check, 2 reds are removed. So here for this branch, third red is also third red. So when 2 reds are removed, it will be 5 only will remain. So it will be 5 over 8. So here it will be, when you take this branch, no black is removed. So it will be 3 over 8. Now probability of all black. So this is the only branch which have all the 3 black. So it will be equal to 3 over 10 into 2 over 9 into 1 over 8. So this will give us 1 over 120. This is A part. Probability of exactly 2 black. Here, exactly, only 2 must be there a black. So this branch has 2 black. Then this branch has got 2 black. Here a black, here a black. And this branch has 2 black. Only 3 branches are there, which gives us 2 black. So we write it out. In order to come here, this into this into this. So it will be 3 over 10 into 2 over 9 into 7 over 8 plus 3 over 10 into 7 over 9 into 2 over 8 plus 7 over 10 into 3 over 9 into 2 over 8, which will give us 7 over 40. Now see, probability of exactly 1 black. So only 1 has to be a black. So this is 1 black. Here also 1 black. Here too 1 black. Only 3. These crosses are all 1 black. So we write out your answers. So 3 over 10 into 7 over 9 into 6 over 8 plus 7 over 10 into 3 over 9 into 6 over 8 plus 7 over 10 into 6 over 9 into 3 over 8. So this will give us our answer as 21 over 40. Now D part. Probability of none are black. In order to find this, we can find probability of none are black means all red. That is 7 over 10 into 6 over 9 into 5 over 8. So this will give us our answer as 7 over 24. So the tree diagram helps us to find the probabilities in a more simpler way. Thank you.